Your bank has a highly profitable business model. It depends on you making 4 specific assumptions. Stop making them, and their profit shrinks. This is exactly why they never teach you this. You walk into that massive, quiet lobby. You see the shiny marble floors. You see the free coffee station. You feel secure and deeply responsible. You deposit your paycheck with absolute pride. You think your money is perfectly safe here. You trust the traditional system entirely. You assume the bank is a public utility. You think they exist just to store cash. You think they provide a public service. That is the greatest trick they ever pulled. They are a massive, hungry corporation. Their singular goal is to extract your wealth, but you are the product they are selling. They are farming your inherent trust for cash. It is a legal, completely quiet heist. They smile warmly while they take it. They employ armies of behavioral experts. They study exactly how you click on their app. They study what makes you feel sudden anxiety. They study what makes you feel falsely secure. Then they build products around that data. Every single screen is highly optimized. Every piece of mail is perfectly crafted. Every hidden fee is heavily calculated. Every low interest rate is thoroughly planned. They want you to stay financially asleep. They want you to stay slightly confused. They need you comfortably, blissfully unaware. If you knew the truth, you would leave. You would take your money elsewhere today. But they bank on your blind loyalty. They bank on your deep fear of change. They know you hate switching bank accounts. So they exploit that human friction daily. They drain your wealth in slow motion. You do everything society says is right. You save your extra cash diligently. You keep a buffer in your checking account. You talk to their financial experts. You pay your bills right on time. And yet, you never seem to get ahead. You feel stuck on a financial treadmill. The math never seems to work out for you. That is by brilliant design, not accident. The system is working perfectly for them. It is just entirely broken for you. Let us rip the velvet curtain back. I am going to expose their exact playbook. These are the 4 lies you must unlearn. The first lie is about absolute safety. They say a savings account is a vault. They tell you it is the smartest choice. Put your extra money here, they say. Keep it safe from the volatile stock market. It feels responsible to watch it sit. You check your banking app and smile. The number never seems to go down. But that is a brilliant, toxic illusion. Your money is not sitting in a vault. Your money is out working incredibly hard. It just is not working for you at all. It is working for the bank's rich CEO. Here's what actually happens every day. You deposit 1,000 hard-earned dollars. They pay you 0.01% in annual interest. That is essentially zero actual growth. It is a total financial slap in the face. Then they take your $1,000. They immediately lend it to your neighbor. They charge your neighbor 24% interest. They make a massive profit on your cash. They give you a fraction of a single penny. They keep the massive, profitable spread. This is exactly how they build skyscrapers. They use your stagnant money to get rich. Think about the concept of compound growth. Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder. Those who understand it quietly earn it. Those who do not painfully pay it. Your bank understands it perfectly. They take all the glorious financial upside. They leave you with absolute crumbs. Meanwhile, inflation is eating your cash. Things get more expensive every single year. Your stationary money loses its real power. It buys fewer groceries today than yesterday. Your safe account is actually a leaky bucket. You are losing purchasing power every day. The bank knows this exact math perfectly well. They pray you never sit down and do the math. So what is the actual smarter move? You have to move that cash out immediately. You need a high-yield savings account. We call it an HYSA in the finance world. These accounts pay 4 or 5%. They have the exact same FDIC insurance. Your money is just as legally safe there. But it actually grows while you are sleeping. It fights back against the thief of inflation. Online banks do not have shiny marble floors. They pass those massive overhead savings to you. Moving to an HYSA takes exactly 10 minutes. You link your old account to the new one. You click transfer, and the money easily moves. Stop giving your wealthy bank a free loan. Demand they pay you for your deposits. If they will not, fire them today. Move your money and protect your future. Let us talk about the second massive lie. This one is deeply and legally predatory. They casually call it overdraft protection. The name sounds like a warm, safe blanket. It sounds like a helpful financial net. They tell you it prevents deep embarrassment. What if your card declines at a nice dinner? They use raw fear to sell you this feature, but it is not a protective shield at all. It is a highly profitable, automated trap. Let us dig deeper into the overdraft trap. Decades ago, overdraft was a rare favor. A small town banker might cover a check. It was a courtesy for a known neighbor. Now, it is a cold, automated algorithm. It is designed to maximize your financial pain. Here's how it actually ruins your wealth. You buy a simple coffee for $4. You only have $3 in your account. The bank graciously approves the tiny charge. You get your warm morning coffee. Then they hit you with a massive $35 fee. You just paid $39 for a single plain latte. They spotted you one single tiny dollar, and they charged you 35 times that amount. That is worse than a street loan shark. It is absolute, pure financial extortion. And they automate this process entirely. One small math mistake triggers a cascade. You buy gas, grab lunch, and get a coffee. That is 3 separate, painful overdraft fees. Suddenly, you owe the bank over $100. This destroys people living paycheck to paycheck. The bank counts on this exact revenue stream. They make billions off these fees annually. It is a core pillar of their profit margins. They market it as a helpful convenience. They send you cheerful, brightly lit emails. Opt in for peace of mind, they falsely say. There is no peace of mind in daily extortion. They do not want to protect you from anything. They desperately want you to slip up. They are waiting for your mental math to fail. The smarter move is brutally and beautifully simple. Call your bank and opt out entirely. Tell them to simply decline the transaction. A decline card is just mildly awkward. A $35 fee is a literal financial setback. Take the brief awkwardness every single time. Then, create your own real financial safety net. Keep a small, hidden buffer in checking. Leave an extra $50 sitting in there. Never let your true balance hit absolute zero. Take their predatory safety net away forever. Protect yourself from their toxic protection. Now for the third, massive, costly assumption. This one betrays your deepest financial trust. You walk into the local retail bank branch. You sit down with their financial advisor. They wear a very nice, expensive, tailored suit. They have a firm, highly reassuring handshake. You assume they are entirely on your side. You assume they eagerly want you to be wealthy. You think they are giving totally objective advice. This is a devastating financial mistake to make. They are not your objective financial friend. They are a highly trained bank salesperson. Their literal job is to sell bank products. They have strict sales quotas to meet every month. They get sweet bonuses for selling specific funds. Usually, those are extremely high-fee mutual funds. Let us expose the mutual fund industry today. These funds pool money from many investors. A manager picks the exact stocks for the fund. They charge you a fee for this supposed expertise. It is usually around 1 or 2 entire percent. 1% sounds like a tiny, harmless sliver, but it is 1% of your entire total balance. They take it every single year, fully guaranteed. They take it if the stock market goes way up. They take it if the stock market goes way down. Over 30 years, this completely destroys wealth. It can consume a third of your total life returns. That is hundreds of thousands of missing dollars. Money that should rightfully belong to your family. Instead, it buys your advisor a brand new boat. My bank's financial advisor put me in high-fee mutual funds. I switched to a fee-only advisor and found out I was being robbed in slow motion. This silent tragedy happens every single day. People lose everything to invisible management fees. The advisor smiles while pitching these bad funds. They use complex jargon to intentionally confuse you. They make investing sound terrifyingly difficult. They convince you that you need their expensive help. You absolutely do not need their expensive help. You are fully capable of doing this yourself. You need to understand the powerful word fiduciary. A true fiduciary must act in your best interest. Many bank advisors are not actual fiduciaries. They only meet a weak legal suitability standard. This means the product just has to be mostly okay. It does not have to be the very best option for you. It just has to be perfectly legal for them to sell. Do not fall for the nice, perfectly tailored suit. Do not fall for the firm, incredibly warm handshake. If you want real advice, hire a true fiduciary. Pay them a flat, completely transparent fee. Or learn to buy low-cost, simple index funds. They just mechanically track the whole stock market. They historically beat most highly paid advisors. Your bank deeply hates when you buy index funds because they cannot charge you massive hidden fees. Take control of your own long-term investments. Stop funding your advisor's lavish summer vacations. Keep your compounding interest for yourself. The final lie is the quietest, deadliest killer. It is about your monthly credit card bill. You get your glossy printed statement in the mail, or you open it quickly on your smartphone app. Right at the top is the minimum payment box. It is usually a very small, friendly number. Maybe it is just $30 or $40 little dollars. It looks completely reasonable and highly doable. The bank makes it huge and prominent on purpose. They desperately want you to pay exactly that. They intensely want you to think it is perfectly fine. I made my payment on time, you proudly think. I am being a highly responsible adult today. This is exactly what the bank is praying for. Paying the minimum is slow financial suicide. It is the fastest possible way to stay broke. Let us look at the psychology of credit cards. Credit cards disconnect buying from actual pain. When you hand over cold cash, it actually hurts. Your brain registers a physical, visceral loss. When you swipe plastic, you feel absolutely nothing. You get the quick dopamine hit of the new item, but you delay the sharp pain of paying for it. This actively makes you spend significantly more. The bank knows this behavioral science extremely well. They desperately want you to swipe for everything. When you pay only the minimum, dark magic happens. Dark, highly profitable magic for the card company. Almost all of that tiny payment goes to interest. Very little touches your actual core debt balance. Imagine you owe $5,000 right now, and you only pay that tiny suggested minimum. It could take you 20 painful years to pay off. You will pay thousands in hidden extra interest. You will essentially buy that television 3 times. The bank absolutely loves minimum payment customers. They casually call you a revolver in their meetings. You revolve a debt balance month after painful month. You are their most profitable demographic by far. You are an endless, flowing fountain of free cash. They design the digital statement to trick your brain. They anchor your mind to that low, easy number. They make it incredibly easy to click pay minimum. You must aggressively fight this psychological trick. You must break this profitable cycle immediately. The smarter move requires massive, aggressive action. Treat credit card debt like a raging house fire. Pay it off in full every single calendar month. If you cannot do that, stop using the card entirely. Cut the plastic card into tiny, unusable pieces. Only buy what you can easily afford in actual cash. If you carry a balance right now, violently attack it. Pay double or triple that suggested minimum amount. Sell things in your garage that you do not need. Take on a temporary side hustle for a few months. Do whatever it legally takes to reach a zero balance. Stop being a revolving, highly profitable center. These 4 specific assumptions are keeping you trapped. They are invisible, heavy chains on your wallet. The banking system built this very carefully. It relies entirely on your blind, unearned trust. It relies heavily on your lack of financial education. But today, that expensive ignorance ends permanently. You finally see the hidden strings being pulled. You see exactly how the magic trick is performed. Your old savings account is a massive leak. Overdraft is a targeted predatory trap. Their friendly advisors are just salespeople. Minimum payments are a mathematical scam. But knowledge alone is never enough to win this game. You have to take immediate, highly aggressive action. Move your hard-earned cash to a better daily yield. Turn off that toxic overdraft feature on your app. Fire your expensive, underperforming bank advisor. Crush your revolving credit card balance ruthlessly. Take your true financial power back from these giants. They will absolutely hate that you watched this video. If this woke you up, hit the subscribe button right now. Join this growing community of financial rebels who are building their bags. Leave a comment down below, right this exact second. Tell me which of these 4 lies tricked you the longest. I want to hear your absolute worst retail bank stories. Let us start a massive, eye-opening discourse today. Share this exact video with someone who needs it. Keep your money exactly where it truthfully belongs. Keep it safely hidden in your own pocket.